jugueu contra el Brest, equip que no ha perdut cap partit i que de fet està per sobre vostre a la classificació. Quin valor li dones al fet de poder guanyar demà, més enllà de que porteu 2 partits sense guanyar? Quina importància té el partit de demà i quin Brest espereu? Gràcies.
They have good set pieces and also they know how to make the transition. So for us it's very important to control the ball, but also to finish our attacking. So this is for us very important to get 3 points.
Què tal, míster? Ramon Salmurri de Catalunya Ràdio. Jo et volia preguntar per les desconnexions puntuals que té l'equip, perquè aquesta vegada és falta de continuïtat, de fer un partit complet i rodó. Si és una cosa que et preocupa especialment i sobretot a què ho atribueixes. No sé si és, per exemple, una qüestió que tenen jugadors molt joves i els hi costa encara mantenir-se en aquest to i formar part d'un cert aprenentatge de l'equip.
No, I think, how you say it, we have a young team. I think it's the youngest team in La Liga, and it's not always a highway, you know, when you go and with high speed. So it's also you have to take care about some situations and some moments in our 90 minutes. I think we have to learn about that. So also that when we lead 2-0, when you're 2-0 in front, and then with the red card, normally we have to defend much better than we did it. So also we always try to play and like to combine very good. So it's like an idea what we want, but sometimes it's also good just to clear the ball and defend very well. So at this situation was, but I can also say in La Liga the away matches are really tough because the supporters are fantastic. I like this atmosphere. In Celta Vigo was really unbelievable. Then also the wind was not so easy, but it's not the excuse. It's just to say that we have to learn it and we have to go on. We have to follow our way, how we want to play, and we do it.
Hola, Hansi, Marta Ramon de RAC1. Després de la segona part contra l'Espanyol vas dir que allò no es podia tornar a repetir, però a la Lliga després han vingut la derrota de Noeta i l'empat a Balaïdos. Tens la sensació que després de 2 victòries tan significatives com contra el Bayern i contra el Madrid, l'equip s'ha relaxat una mica i que ja no pressiona com solia fer-ho? Que està fallant alguna cosa?
No, Marta, I will look always positive. You know, this is I said before. It's a young team, and of course we have maybe in the season we have one of these situations now we had, and for me it's yeah, the thing is we have to learn about that and we have to play it better, and the quality of the players is just really high. So we have to show it on the pitch, and we will do it. We will start tomorrow. It will be a good start. So hopefully we can do that. But at the end, it's a process of this young team, and it's also a part of football. You know that. But at the moment, you know, we are in front in the league. I know that's a little bit less, but at the end, every other team want to change our rules, so it's okay for us.
Abans a la roda de premsa ha parlat Íñigo Martínez i comentava que el fet que en els últims partits a l'equip li hagin generat més ocasions de gol era perquè la pressió s'ha de fer conjuntament i que probablement la pressió de l'equip no ha estat la que es feia en partits anteriors, però a banda del tema de la pressió, a l'equip també en determinats moments en aquests últims partits, sobretot en la segona part al camp del Celta, li ha faltat una mica més de pausa en el joc de l'equip. És a dir, que la verticalitat sempre li ha donat molt de rendiment a l'equip, però li ha faltat un pèl més de pausa. Gràcies.
Yes, of course. When we win the ball, sometimes it's better, you know, to control the ball, and so sometimes we just want to to score the next goal, and this is not always possible, except when then. And in the away matches, so we have to learn it, and we have to then start again from the back and play. This is what we have to do.
Comenzar la temporada tan fuerte físicamente está pasando factura ahora. ¿Es un plan físico previsto que haya un pequeño bajón a estas alturas?
No, we have the same. When you see the data, we have the same level also matches before. It's the same from Vigo, the same with Bayern Munich. So it's not about this. It's about to eliminate the mistakes. This is important. So we have a lot of things we can do better with the ball, and this is the focus we're on.
Conseguir solo un punto de 6. ¿Entiende que se generen dudas, no sé si en los propios jugadores o en el ambiente, o le parece un poco sorprendente teniendo en cuenta el gran arranque que ha tenido el equipo? Gracias.
We follow our way, so it's our way, and I think also it's everyone are fine with that, and also the player knows where we have to improve. This is normal. So we spoke about that, and we give the confidence to the player. We think that we see the situation positive because we have to learn about that. Again, we are a young team, and we are doing till now really good. So the last matches was not so, but we can learn from that.
Íñigo ha comentat que moltes vegades els problemes defensius no neixen a darrere, sinó davant. El problema és que la pressió no està sent tan bona aquests últims partits com abans?
You know, you have to be well connected with the whole team in the you have to be well connected in the defense and also in the offense. So I totally agree with Ini that it starts from the beginning. The same is when we attack, it starts from the defense. So it's important that we are well connected. So we take pressure in the defense on the ball, and if we don't do it, and you know, the teams on this level, they know how to use it, and we have to focus on that in the matches, and this is what we have to do.
I'm going to give you a problem, a conundrum. You see your team and you say that there is a problem in the accuracy of the passes, in the pressure high, in the defensive line, all that. But I give you 3 days to train. So what do? What have you been doing in the last 3 days?
In the last in the last hours. No, it's for us. It's important that the player knows that they are good. They have the quality, and they have to follow our path. You know, it's important that they enjoy playing together. They have a good relationship between them, and this is you know, crucial for the success, for our success. But because it's amazing to see how they can play, but we also have to bring it in the matches. So this is our focus.
Nacho.
It's really hot. Yeah.
¿Qué tal, Hansi? Aquí.
A little bit sweating, but it's okay.
¿Qué tal? Nacho Jiménez para Más que Pelotas. El otro día en Vigo, Alejandro Valde fue suplente. Te quería preguntar cómo estás, si está al 100%, si mañana puede ser titular, y también cómo estás viendo al futbolista que le está sustituyendo cuando él no juega, que es Gerard Martín. 5 partidos lleva como titular esta temporada y el otro día decidiste cambiarle a la media parte. Entiendo que también por esa tarjeta amarilla por precaución. Gracias.
Yes, of course, it was about the yellow card, and you know, with Balde, it was the last week. He had some problems with the muscle, so it's also before the match was the same. And also we thought that we can bring him in, but it was not possible. So today was better, but it's hopefully for the matches after Brest, we will be an option, better an option for the start, but not for tomorrow.
Je ne sais pas si vous aimez la bande dessinée. mais en France, on compare beaucoup Brest à Astérix, à ce camp d'irréductibles bretons qui ne perd jamais en Ligue des Champions. Quel regard vous portez sur cette équipe bretonne, vous?
No, they are doing really good. The matches before, and you know, they deserve the 10 points, and it was good how they played in Salzburg. So they are also now in a flow in the Champions League. I think they struggle a little bit in the league, but yeah, they're a good team. We have to focus on this team and this match, and we will do that. But it's also our goal is to win it, of course.
This new format, how closer will you be to finish in top 8 if you win tomorrow? Did you make your calculations to know and to understand this format, to know how many points do you need and understand this new format, especially that you still have only 2 games at home today and the last game is with Atlanta?
No, this is how I often said, we don't know that, so it's important to win 3 points, especially at home. So it's we just focus on the next match, and this is tomorrow. And we want to win it, and then we are in a good situation. But of course, there are some more matches to play.
Ya casualidad o no, los 3 tropiezos que ha sufrido el Barça en Liga ha sido sin Lamine Yamal, y ahora que se está hablando también de los problemas que puede tener el Barça en presión, ¿hasta qué punto está echando de menos el equipo a Lamine? Íñigo ha dicho que es un jugador súper diferencial, que Lamine es Lamine y solo hay uno, pero ¿hasta qué punto está echando de menos el equipo a Lamine Yamal? Gracias.
No, Lamine, his quality is, you know, always control the ball, but also overplay the opponents, give us then more space, create more space then. I think, and I hope that this will be the last match he will miss. I think because today it looks really good, but we have to wait. I think on Saturday he could be an option, maybe from the bench. We have to see, because now he has to train a little bit more, and we has to control that, and yeah, we'll see.
Gracias, buena tarde.
Gracias.